Galaxy Queen's out now. Teases for 4 more fan films. Axanar shoots again 14 months later. And I issue a correction.
From Trekzone's virtual studio to the world, with early access and behind the scenes for members, this is Trekzone's Fan Film Update.
This is the Bite-Size Podcast, catching you up on the latest Star Trek fan film news. In the height of Fan Film January, Radek Balliner beamed in to chat about his production company, FS Film. They've recently released Sire Duel, The Binary Belief, and Neotron, which was nominated at the 2022 Trekzone Fan Film Awards. However, due to an oversight on my part, I had gotten them confused with, and in fact merged them, with Uderon Infinity, who are based in Germany. After Uderon contacted me on YouTube, I now realise that they are 2 separate yet equally important groups of fans producing awesome works. You may recognise Uderon with Sins of Our Fathers, Riser, Sleepless in Space and Trust and Loyalty, which was also a TZ FFA nominee. My sincerest apologies to Uderon Infinity and FS Film for the mistake. Galaxy Queen is out now. The next chapter from the gang who brought us a giant problem sees the crew battling Klingons, ground forces and some diplomacy thrown in as well. Check it out. This Side of Morality is set for premiere. The next Trek short from Samuel Cockings sees his first TOS story and features Sam's own father in the lead role. Sam mentioned on our second Fan Film January podcast that this film was designed as a Christmas gift to Dad to let him fulfill a lifelong dream. Can't wait to catch this one, Samuel. Looking forward to it. A Fighting Chance has ended post-production. The prequel to Razor's Edge from A Nature's Hunger production tells us how Gloria and Veronica never saw eye to eye on the future. Mother and daughter both had their own agendas and visions. Both were willing to fight to see their dreams realised, like a War of the Pepperstones. Veronica wanted to be a Starfleet counsellor. However, Gloria saw a future High Priestess in her daughter's future that would bring great honour and pride to the family. And their personal conflict was about to escalate to new heights. It's always great to see different fan film groups putting together their own Star Trek flicks. Well, following a successful drive to secure support for their 2023 season, Potemkin Pictures' Randy Landers has released a teaser for the next Starship Caliborn installment. The 48-second promo sees Vulcan Science Officer Loon, Captain Hawkins and Security Chief Azani discussing the placement of ornaments on a Christmas tree. And in typical Vulcan fashion, Loon doesn't quite get it. Can't wait to see this one in full really soon. Farragut Forward released some behind-the-scenes stills from their recent filming weekend. We get a look at several Klingons in full body makeup and costume, plus our Starfleet heroes looking dishevelled and incarcerated, in fact. The next story in the Farragut saga is coming soon, and it promises to be a big one. 6 years on from the $2 million crowdfunder and over 14 months between takes, Axanar finally filmed some scenes on their infamous bridge set that's been hauled around the country. I wonder now how long these captured frames will sit on a dusty shelf somewhere, waiting to likely never see the light of day. Well, members get perks. Click join under every Trekzone video to sign up and get early access and behind the scenes for less than a cup of coffee a month. For our podcast listeners, jump onto the trek.zone/support. Clicking thanks under Trekzone's videos enables a one-time contribution, while heading to the trek.zone/PayPal is the most direct route into this podcast budget. Nothing fancy, just my pure dedication to the network for a decade and the website for 2 decades. Do any of them today and have my eternal gratitude. Or simply continue watching, liking and subscribing. That works too. I'm Matt Miller for Trekzone. Let's talk about the fan films coming up and also the ones out now. I'll see you in the comments.